Hey everybody, Adam here. Hope everyone is doing well. I got my lady sunglasses on for this video because I'm probably going to cry, so I need maximum eye coverage to hide the tears. I'm going to cry because I've been building this house for 2 years, yet I'm still so far from being finished with it. So, what are you going to do, right? So if I remember correctly, it was October 14th when I had the site for the house excavated. 2021, year's important obviously. So October 14th, I think, 2021, that's when the excavation was done. And then I spent another 5 weeks doing these retaining walls. Of course, Taryn helped me gather the rocks, otherwise it would have taken forever. And then it was I think it was the second week of November, I started building the foundation. So it's been about 2 years. I'm a little late on this video. I wanted to get it out a couple weeks ago. It's just been too windy to record outside. And then Thanksgiving came along, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. And it's still kind of windy. I hate wind noise on a microphone, so of course I had to pick the windiest place on earth to record YouTube videos. Sorry for that. Anyway, let's take a look at what's going on. So, as you can see here, I started on the rustication. Now that doesn't have anything to do with rust as in iron oxide. That's an old architectural term that refers to jagged masonry contrasting a smooth surface, because I'm just a fancy pants like that. And once I put the cladding up, I'm going to continue this all the way around the perimeter of the house. I'm going to build it up much higher. It's going to sort of climb the walls, maybe like 1.5 feet. It'll be pretty dope. Let's take a walk around the building because it's been a long time since you've seen the whole thing. The building feels absolutely enormous now when you're standing next to it. These walls are from the ground to the top, they're getting close to 13 feet at least, maybe a little more, maybe 13.5 when everything's all said and done, because I still got a lot more details to do up there. Here we are on the north facing side of the house. West side. West side, what's up? Yeah, I don't even have enough space to get it all in frame. South side, represent. So yeah, that's what the structure is looking like from the outside. Also, for those who maybe have missed this, sometime last year we did more excavation down here and we got that 40-foot shipping container. And that's going to also be its own sort of little compound area, but that's a long ways away. We don't have to talk about that. So the deck is almost a year old now. I think it's 10 months. It's holding up just fine, so that's good. It's always a relief. Last thing you want is a collapsing deck. Now I'll go ahead and walk you through the house. I'll go in this way, I think. So, outdoor kitchen. And of course, I haven't done much interior work because obviously I'm still working on the exterior, and that's more important. And my apologies for all these marks on this plywood. This was one sheet of plywood except for that little piece. We used this to make a platform for the scaffold to make it higher. That's why it's got all those marks on it. It's fine. It's gonna get siding over, it doesn't matter. Now we're entering the indoor kitchen. Back up here. What's up, Morty? You want to be in the video? Over here we've got the living room. Wood stove going right there. No, right there. Bathroom wall, gonna start right where I got that 2x3 propped up. Right along there. Come down there. We got a hallway. Then we enter the bedroom slash multi-purpose room. Bedroom area back here. Rest of it is just going to be like a studio slash entertainment room. There's my ultra messy work table. You can tell how organized I am. A little view out the window. Well, you can't really see anything. Oh, there we go. I'm pleased to say that now that we're about to enter winter officially, I've noticed, much to my delight, this window is getting solar gain pretty much the entire day. So when the sun rises, like around here-ish, starts coming through, and then even in the late afternoon, the sun is still high enough to shine over that parapet, so it's still sending sunlight in here, which is exactly what I want during the winter for this particular room, since it's kind of annexed off from the rest of the building. It's going to depend on that solar heat gain a bit. I got a new sash for this window because the one that came with that one was defective. I'm a little nervous to replace it because I had a tech come out here. He messed with it for a few hours. He couldn't fix it. I kept messing with it for another few hours after he left, and I fixed it well enough that it's at least operable now. So I'm kind of nervous to switch it out and then just run into the same problem I had to begin with, and I'm just back to square one. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I think I'm just going to hang on to it for now, wait until the rest of the windows are installed, and then I'll figure out if I'm going to just save it as a backup, replace this one, maybe turn it into an inoperable. And right behind that, now this was kind of fortuitous. Right back here I've got I do have why can't I say that word? An inoperable window that I'm going to be installing in the interior bathroom wall that's going to go here. I'm going to install that up high just to let more light into the bathroom, but you won't be able to see in there. And yeah, that was lucky because that was the first replacement sash that they sent me. I got it it just kind of showed up in the mail one day. Then a tech came out here. I took it out of storage. I said, hey, I got a replacement here if you want to try that. But then I looked at it and I was like, that doesn't look right. And then he looked at it and he was like, yeah, that's not the right sash. So we were both just kind of stumped for a minute, and I said, well, I'll just save it and use it as an inoperable. And then he took another look at it and he said, son of a gun, that is an inoperable window. I can't believe they did that. Congratulations, you just got a free window. So, yeah, you lose some and you win some. And yeah, it's just pretty much where we're at right now. All those boards down there, those are all scraps left over from framing. And so I'm repurposing them into siding for the outdoor kitchen, like I've done there. Going with a real rustic sort of look for that room. I think it's appropriate for a kind of semi-outdoor room. Do I feel like going on the roof? I do not feel like going on the roof, especially with a camera in my hand. So if you want to see what the roof is looking like, I'm afraid you'll just have to check out my latest video in this series. I think it was part 8. That whole video is up on the roof so you can get a good look at it. But I have done a little more work up there. I started from this back corner here, and I've been working my way forward with that extra layer of 3/8 plywood I talked about in the last video. But Still got a lot to do up there. I think this weekend we're going to take a trip to town and get a lot of building supplies. Most of what I'm going to need to finish, at least like 50% of the roof. So that'll be nice. And yeah, I don't know if there's really much else to talk about or cover here. And this is kind of more of just a visual thing. Morty loves the deck. So that's good. I'm glad I did all this work to make him happy. Just being snarky, of course. And yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about future plans, but I think I'll just save that for future videos. Plus, you guys know I always say I'm going to do something, then I change my mind, I do something different. So why bother going over what I'm supposedly going to do next when I probably won't even do it? So anyway, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, and I will see everybody in the next video. Peace.